Hey, this is Steven here from Leadjetty.com. In this video, I wanted to walk you through a couple of new features that we're going to be releasing in the next couple of days. A lot of people ask to be able to embed forms, and we have a first version of that together that I want to show you. And we also have a new ability to pass variables around a little bit. So I built out this flow, and I'm just going to walk you through it. If you have questions about how flows are built, there's a number of other videos that can help you with that, so I'm going to bypass some of that here. But if we just go in and we view the steps of this, you can see here that we have a simple first name, last name, phone number, email form, which would be kind of a landing page. We're asking, what's your favorite color, which is sort of a silly thing, and then we have this thing here with some text at the end. Okay, so let's just start with this multiple choice thing here that we have. So right here, we've added something that we're calling variable name. So the color has one right now called favorite color, and then the first name has one called first name. So this isn't there by default. You have to add it for the moment anyway. So nothing will show up as a variable if you haven't defined it as a variable. But once you define it, you can use it inside of text, for example. So now this will print out the name of the person with their favorite color. You can actually do logical operations. So you could do something like, if favorite color, if you're more inclined to code, or something like that. Anyway, we'll leave that alone for now. So if we go back up to the level of flows, if we click View Live on Embedded, it'll open it in a new tab on the domain that I'm using for this test account. And what we want to do is just copy this domain for now, or this URL for now. And let's take a look at another thing I have running. So this other page is just a fake placeholder kind of page that I have running on my own computer. It's on a different domain. So it's running on a server here on my computer. I'm trying to simulate something like if you're running ClickFunnels or something like that. And what I want to do is just pretend, whatever content you want is around. But in this box just below this text, I'm going to drop in my form, and we'll see what that looks like. So with all that said, I'm going to jump over to my text editor really quick. And you can see here, this is the simple page that I have running. We don't need to look at the details really, but we can say div and then ID equals Leadjetty. So this is all going to be done for you in a little snippet that you just copy and paste. But I want to show you how it works now. Once we release this, you'll just copy and paste the code and stick it somewhere. So script, and then we're just going to say source equals, and then paste that link we copied, and then just add a /e right here for embed. And again, you don't have to remember that. We're going to just make that there for you. So then once we go back over here and refresh, our form should show up. Really quick before we keep going with this, I just wanted to show you or remind you, if you already know, how you can customize this a bit. So if you want to change the button color or anything like that, you can do it here. And we can say download my whatever. You can change the text for the button essentially. Download my awesome free guide. Then the other thing I wanted to do while we're here is center all of the rest of these vertically. So you'll see why we're doing that in just a second. Alright, so none of this is really all that important. I just wanted to make sure I reminded you how you could do it. I did want to delete the phone number on here because it always previews my phone number, and I prefer not to show the entire world on YouTube. So what we can do now is just fill this out. So we'll say Jackson P Jackson at abc.efg. Obviously this is fake. So we're going to click download my awesome free guide. So remember, this is sort of, imagine this is embedded in your website. This is not on, anything that we control. You've just dropped a little snippet in, and everything from the first name down to the button popped in, but this text at the top is coming from your site. Okay, so if we submit this, what it's going to do is kick you to step 2 in the flow. And so you can see that the domain name changed, and it's kind of confusing because this is our testing setup. What that would actually be is, imagine that the first part of the form maybe is on www.yoursite.com, and then it kicks you into the flow, which lives on like a subdomain or something like that. So the reason for this really is just because we're trying to get this ready as quick as possible, and this is the most straightforward way to do this. We can go ahead and take a quick look here. So if we just click orange, it'll take you to the next thing, and now you see our variables coming through. So hi Jackson, your favorite color is orange. So just a little bit more of the reasoning of why we did this. So once you fill out this first bit of the form, so remember, like, you have all of your website content is surrounding this and whatever, our thinking is that once you click this, you really want people focused on the flow. You don't want them to be able to click away and do a whole bunch of other stuff. So what we were initially imagining is a JavaScript widget. So you click this button and then the whole screen kind of becomes this widget, and you would be able to style it and so on and so forth. And eventually that's probably what we're going to do. But as kind of a shortcut for the moment, this form will live on your website, so you can style it however you want. And then once you get into here, it's more simple questions probably, or more like single answer kind of things in a lot of cases. So when we get further down the road, maybe this will be a little bit fancier, but for now we feel like this is a pretty good step in the right direction. If you have any feedback, we'd love to hear it. Shoot me an email at steven@cst.work, stephen@cst.work. Also throw a comment down in the comments section, and we check those also. So if you have any issues with this, or anything you like about it, anything you don't like about it, we'd love to hear from you. But that's it for this video, so I will talk to you next time.